Hello boys and girls, welcome back. Welcome to a new playthrough series, sort of a replay. It's been a long time coming actually. I've wanted to do this for a while and thankfully someone thought this would have been a good idea for me to do. Though I was actually going to do Metroid Planets instead. But then I figured you guys have seen 7,000 different versions of Metroid and maybe I'll show it later. Because I honestly think it's the definitive way to play Metroid 1. It is incredibly good. But that wasn't voted for, and it was this or Sonic 3 Air, and obviously this is gonna win out. At least this is the ship of Harkinian. It's it's the best version, hands down. Sorry 3DS, you lose. But yeah, there's mod support, there's so much good quality of life changes you can enable, 60 FPS, which it should be recording at, is what I'm hoping for. Because this is the one playthrough I'm making that exception. Normally I don't do 60 FPS videos, but this is one of the reasons it's going to stand out. And I have it set to mirror mode. Plus with the mods and quality of life changes I can show off, I think it'll be worth a watch through. Watch through of the playthrough. There's also a button that lets you skip dialogue completely. There's also an option. I'll also explain the quality of life changes as we come across them. Now you can obviously see I'm using a texture pack, the 3DS texture pack. The model is separate, oddly enough. It appears we're having a bad nightmare where racism persists. And with that we die. Return of Dead. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. I'm gonna make a GW fan the Navi fan. Oh Navi the GW fan the fairy. Listen to my words, the words of the Deku Tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long the Kokiri forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier deterring outsiders and maintaining order of the world. But before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to be yelled at by GW fan, lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend, and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, GW fan, fly, the fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends on thee. You must, GW fan, you must. You've played enough Nintendo games to know this. Well, I wonder how big it's going to make the videos running at 60 FPS like this. And right between the crotch. I'm not gay, dude. As this kind of gives us a look into the world, he's having sex. It's a private moment. We love each other. They love each other so much. You're free to jump in if you want. It's up to you.
I'm making comments as I listen.
Yes, you can do the SGB way. I don't even think they can hear you saying that stuff in the background. Son of a bitch. There I am, nice and asleep. Now, for the comment section, please refer to me as me, not Link. I don't care what the canonical name is. I would appreciate it if you said Steel instead. Hello, Steel, wake up. It's me, the GW fan, the ferryman. The great Deku Tree wants to talk to you. Steel, get up. I don't know who this Steel is. Hey, come on. Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Yes. Fine, I'll get up. Fucking closing shifts. Won't let me sleep in. So what's up, GW fan? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The great Deku Tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great The great Deku Tree has summoned you. So let's get going right now. You must. Yeah, I know my Nintendo. Is if you hit the C button up, Oh, it's not. I thought it was up. What? Oh, it's this. My bad. Forgot I have it set to that key. As you can go into a more 3D looking view, and this looks way better than the pre-rendered shit they originally used. No offense to the N64 game. I think it looks great for its time, but the PC port has spoiled me. Who's this? Well, it's Saria, our best friend, apparently. She wants us to talk to her. Do you think we should talk to her? No? Okay, have a nice day, Saria. We're going this way, towards adventure. As you can see, there's already some immediate differences by our HUD. I changed the colors of the hearts to... The hearts in the magic meter we'll eventually get later are more representative of Zelda 2 because of how I colored it. Also, you'll notice the D-pad. Well, just like the C buttons, with that option enabled, you can equip up to 4 more items. You can also... Well, I'll explain the changes as they come along, as I said. But just know for now they can let us equip 4 extra items, along with our C button items. Isn't that great? You probably already can see where it's going, but you'll just have to wait and see. Alright, here comes the first quality of life change. There was one here I could have enabled where you just kick the chest open and get the item instantly. But we get the Kokiri sword. Just go to the press start and go to your equipment screen to equip it. Anyways, instead of that, with our option enabled, we can just equip it right here. Jesus Christ. I could not say that for the life of me. And yes, I said those words wrong on purpose. They're so much more expressive, they say. Let's go on through the hole. Yeah, the other two, the last time I did this, I made it more about the sexuality because there is a lot of sexual undertones. At least you can take it that way. You throw your nuts at enemies, you play with sticks, you'll see what I mean. That's not how we're going to focus it this time. We're just going to have a good chill time. Unless my brother decides he wants to jump in.
Like I said, I'll jump in whenever.
It's up to you.
Right,
Anyways, this is...
talking with the guy who fucks rock.
Anyways, this is the tutorial house. Green rupees are worth 1. Hearts will give you 1 full heart restored. And these are blue rupees. They'll give us 5.
I thought they're ruppies.
Yeah, they're ruppies. See, I'm gonna forget that.
You're a fucking idiot. You see, hear this guy, Jim? Yeah, I hear him.
See, you want to join in, Alex. I can hear it. Why just fucking stop and jump in?
I am jumping in. That's quick. I'm not paying attention to this dude's thing.
Though it's probably gonna catch your PS4, unfortunately. Not much we can do about that.
There's nothing we can do about it, but like I told you and Mom once again, if you can get me a new console and a new PC, you're not gonna hear Jet Engine anymore.
It's just like, Alex, if you saved your tip money, you could get the money for that shit.
Yeah, it's $5 or some odd every so often doesn't really fucking amount to a good PC.
But the point I'm saying is you just gotta do something. Hell, I got mine refurbished and it was like fucking $400.
Just to know how much money I get, it goes all straight to the fucking house.
Mom doesn't mind if you save some, you know, just say, hey, I want to save. Okay, we're getting too personal here. I don't mind you jumping in, but we're getting a little too personal.
You know, in this competition, like, you start talking about Jet Engine.
Alrighty, let's, did I get that? Yes, I did. I apologize, folks. Did I get that one too? I kind of lost. I got sidetracked. Is we need to collect up to 40 rupees, which is easy enough to do. Yeah, I didn't get that. Is once you have at least 35 or higher, just go on into the shop, because our last 5 blue rupee is back here. Alrighty. Let's talk to Dude, and let's get our defense, because outside was the violence. We found the violence, but we bought our defense.
You found violence, but you can't commit to violence, and you want to commit violence.
Honestly, I find it weird you can't skip that text. You can skip every other text in the game with the B button option enabled, but not that text. That's really strange. And let's talk to Dude once you have your gear, because he'll get pissed that we have our stuff.
How dare you have gear?
You need at least a sword and a shield. What's that? You have a shield, and that is a sword. Good grief. Fuck you.
No, I'm not fucking...
A wimp is still a wimp,
whatever
huh?
his name is.
The Great Might will never accept you as one of us. Well, fuck you, you just jealous little fucking son of a bitch. I may be a tanuki, but that doesn't excuse my violence. That doesn't mean I'm not a violent one towards bad people. He deserves a fucking sword in his chest. Anyways, I'm gonna grind here a bit for Deku Sticks. You get equipped through the item sub-screen. Put it on a C button or put it on a D-pad button, whatever floats your boat. So I'm gonna grind these guys for 10 of them. Let's put it on this.
Unless you're speed running, you don't really need
Anyways,
that much.
I'm gonna pause it and I'm gonna get those 10 really quick and I'll meet you right back. Wrong button.
Well, unless you're speed running.
Alrighty, I'm back. We got our 10 sticks, and before we go on there, I keep forgetting that's not my C buttons. Deku Baba, though it looks withered, it will hurt you if you touch it. It's like it's like thorns. You touch it and it'll hurt. I don't think they can hear you. If you want to jump,
No point in me jumping in then.
I do like it though. Great Dekuchi, I'm back. I'm probably just gonna summarize each dialogue box because I really don't feel like reading everything.
Blah blah, go inside, take care of my herpes.
Jesus Christ, Alex. Navi, GW fan has returned, and he's happy to see us. But the Dekuchi has a story to tell us.
I thought it was herpes.
The nightmares we've been having, he's sensed them. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it.
Yes,
Still, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. You need to break the curse with your wisdom and your courage. Dost thou have enough courage to ask it? Yes, I do.
I know, he's the new doctor.
Then enter Brave Steel and please the Vor fans. You too, GW fan. You must aid me. When GW fan has something intelligent to say, press the C up button to help your one neuron-sized brain cell. I don't know. I was trying to make a joke there and it just messed it up. Anyways, we are inside the Deku Tree, sexually.
Oh my.
He gave us some mouth. Anyways, here we can get actually our other our second item, if you kill this guy just right, which is our nuts. It's hard not to make the fucking joke. What our nuts will do is stun enemies.
There's my ball.
Which is funny, actually.
There's my ball.
Just like in real life, if you flash your nuts, they get stunned. They can't believe you just pulled out your dick. Look at my cock. Oh yes. He hit me right in the I wish I would have done the vomit sound, actually. Because some hit pain sounds, if you try to pick up something you can't normally, or get hurt, there's a chance you'll make a vomit sound like you're retching. You'll get to hear it, trust me.
Link will puke his guts out on the chest.
Anyways, I have double damage on, so I actually take twice as much damage, because, for challenge reasons, I guess. Because Dark Souls.
Yes, because this is Legend of Zelda Dark Souls.
I'm only getting quiet because I'm assuming you guys can maybe hear him, though I have the game louder than normal. We found the dungeon map. It'll essentially let you know where you are. See? It's gone now.
What helps for the idiot you can't pay attention?
What is this, GW fan? It's a skull wall tulla. Be careful not to touch it, you stupid idiot.
Help on the fucking Wikia page.
How do you not understand this concept? If you touch it, it hurts. GW fan isn't gonna watch this because he watched the Ocarina of Time playthrough 7,000 years ago, and that means he can never see it again. As what he tells us is that if we fall from a high height and you hold forward on the thumbstick, you'll actually do a combat roll and for the most part won't take damage.
Yeah, as long as you have a low enough equip load.
Equip load, Jesus. This isn't Dark Souls.
Yes, don't fat roll, kids.
Anyways, if the fall's too high, you will take damage no matter what.
So you don't fat roll.
Anyways, in here we have our first major item of the game. And that's Beeth. Slingshot. You know how this shit works. You're smart, Cookies. I trust you. I keep doing that. Why do I keep doing that? Why do you keep doing that? Anyways, what you're supposed to do is this. But because we kept the Super Metroid Crumble block alive, we can just hop across. I wanted to let the noise play because it's satisfying. As you also notice, I also have enemy health bars engaged. I don't think it works for bosses though. And let's shoot ourselves some varmints. There's also a crosshair option too, which is pretty good. So you can actually see where the fuck your shots are going. instead of having to assume this is the trajectory and spot it's going to hit. As being an agile preteen, yes, we are a preteen. No, you're like 12 or 13. You're like 12 years old, I think, because when you're an adult, you're like 18 or 19. SGB mentioned the canon age. I'm sure GW fan knows.
You're an agile child. You got this.
He would respond, but he's not watching this because he saw it 10 years ago. It bugs me. Just watch the fucking new playthrough, dude.
The fuck is that?
Like, I don't understand. It's like, it's a new experience because it's a different port. He's not even gonna see this. Maybe someone can go, I'll go bug him about it, you know, because I love him so much. Just before we press that switch, I want to get rid of Bugger Lugs over here. What is he? Skulltula, its soft belly is its weak point. Kill it! Unfortunately without fire. Because fire's hot, don't you know? And his cell signal was on fire. He wanted it to be, at least. Oh, wrong side. It's over here. And I think the mirror mode will give it a nice new perspective. It certainly felt different to me. It's like Master Quest without the bullshit. Without the insane puzzles, at least. And here we have the compass. I'm gonna take a sip of more water. You got the compass. It'll mark your position on the map and it will show hidden chests. Well, hidden, or it'll just show chests in the room, whether they're hidden or not. Because we do have a chest in here and something else important. So we must get it, because we couldn't do it on the first trip. Because it takes too much travel time, and our car isn't fast enough. As here we have a gold Skulltula, and we got its token proving we destroyed it. These will come into play for a side quest as we progress the game. But here we have heart, and with that we can feel love again. Yay. That feels nice. Feels good to feel it again. Alrighty. Now you're probably wondering, how do we get through the rest of this dungeon? I'll show that off in a second. Once he's slain. Oh, it's Nemesis. If you look down here, we have a web, and you're probably thinking, oh, we use a Deku stick or something to get through there. Well, you would be correct, but that's not how we're going to do it. Instead, we use a known thing as gravity. With that, we fall down. The water is really nice looking in this, but it makes it really hard to see the platform, the ground that is sticking up high enough for you to walk on. Which is my only issue with it. As you need to die. I want my Deku nuts back. Oh, there's Deku seeds. That's ammo. See, you hit everything with your seeds and your nuts. How can someone not see this as some form of sexual? Like, come on, it's all over the place.
It's quite nutty.
I'm sure it wasn't intentional, but my dirty little mind sees it that way. And as we have two Skulltulas in here, and yes, that's as fast as I can turn. Because I have the sensitivity turned way the fuck down. As we get a gold Skulltula, that's number 2. I'll forget the count right after this episode, I promise. Let's go nab number 3. It looks pretty good. We're collecting it for our collection. It'll just appear in our house in a little box. It's our gold Skulltula collection. Fuck the importance of it. Isn't here, I think we have health or a rupee? It was health. I was right the first time. I should have trusted myself. No. Damn it, Steel, I trusted you. I shouldn't have jumped in the water. That extinguishes our fire. Again, it's really hard to see the platform. This is the only instance of it, so hopefully that's not a deterrence for using this mod. Because one little section is a little harder than it needs to be. Anyways, fire is hot, so it burns the cobwebs. I wonder if that would actually work. Does fire burn cobweb? No, screw you, I don't need to talk to you. He just tells you something important about the final boss. No, he tells you something important about the something later in the dungeon. It's a code. But I know the code. So we don't need it. Damn, it's already almost been 20 minutes. It's as long as I want to go with these Ocarina of Time episodes. Because this is a pretty big game, even though I'm going to be skipping most of the content. Maybe not, we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you're playing the Master Quest version, you have to crouch with your shield to get under this. I don't think there's a button to push, you just kind of crouch. Unfortunately, because this isn't the N64 version, we don't have save states. Which means when I save, it has to be at an opportune time. And it's one of the quality of life changes as you just saw, is we can push and pull blocks way faster. You can make it faster than I did, that's up to you though. I want my nuts, thank you. Give me my nuts. I have 14 of them, damn it. We'll whip out our stick, set it on fire, and that opens the door. I don't know how that worked, I didn't even run into it properly. I want to call it an episode here, but that means running all the way back. We're literally just a room away. So we'll just get in there really fast. Is what you want to do is get this little... Oops, I keep hitting the wrong button. I haven't played this in a bit. You'll have to excuse me. Yeah, ignore the little eggs that are falling down. They don't exist. Instead, let's head in this way. Now, there's some enemies in there I'm not going to show because that'll spoil what the boss is. I want to keep it a secret as long as I can. You're not a secret, though. You need to die. The end of your life is no longer a secret, for it has been foretold in that instant. Once I appeared, your life was over. As that opens up a shortcut, and we'll call it here. So what else awaits us in the Deku Tree? Find out next time on Let's Play Ocarina of Tits.